YouTube, what's good? What's going on? It's your guy, Hugh Steph, and this is Billionaire Talk. Welcome back to the channel, man. It's good to have y'all back. Today, we got a reaction video from Beast Mode Smooth, and we're talking about women being in denial. They think that men can't walk away. Trust me, we can. I've been doing it. Listen, when these situations no longer serve us, and I hate to put it in terms like that, but it's very familiar for the topic at hand. Straight up, it's just time to walk away. Sometimes you have to put yourself first. You got to focus on the bag, focus on your mental health, put you first. You come before everything else. Anything that's not conducive to your health and growth is a distraction, and it needs to be snipped immediately. All right, enough talk. Let's go ahead and get into the video. But first, I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and make sure that they share with their friends. And let's keep this thing going, man. Appreciate y'all. Let's go.
Take a look.
I am about to tell y'all something so crazy, but I am currently in Singapore stranded because I let this guy named Omar Ba Diallo fly me out for a vacation, and he thought that I was going to talk shit about him to my mom. So this man kicked me out of our hotel, threw all of my stuff outside, canceled my flight, and then left me stranded here. And I have been by myself in Singapore ever since. And I just gotta tell somebody just in case I don't make it back to the US or whatever. But backstory, in 2022 or 2023, I dated Omar Ba Diallo. We ended up dating, it didn't work out. Fast forward, he has been trying to reach out to me ever since. In 2026, 2 weeks ago, he hit me up and asked, can he make it up to me for what happened in 2022? I said, I'm only into iconic things. What you got? He said, I want to fly you to Singapore for a vacation. And I said, well, I can't miss work. I like my 2 jobs. So he sent me $3,500 so that I would feel comfortable with missing work. Okay, boom, because I make good money. Fast forward. Anyway, I'm on the trip. We're all in love for the first couple of days. Everything is peachy clean. That's my man, okay? Out of nowhere, the day before, we have a couple of mishaps, but nothing that will lead up to what I'm telling you now. Nothing, what I'm about to tell you is going to make sense. Nothing is going to add up to what I'm telling you is about to happen now. Nothing's gonna correlate. So, 5 in the morning, we both go to sleep. We have been cuddling all night. We had just confessed our love to each other, whatever. We wake up at 5 a.m. We both do. I wake up to clean off my makeup because I slept in it. He wake up to get some water. We both go back to the bed. I realize I want to call my mom and my friends because it's 5 p.m. in Atlanta, Georgia. He goes back to sleep. He's only been asleep for 4 minutes. I tap him, say, hey, let me get the room key so I can go downstairs. He act like he don't hear me, but he did. He act like he don't hear me. Boom. I take the wrong room key and leave. And when I close the door, I realize I have the wrong room key. So I start calling his phone, and I realize that his phone's not ringing. It's on silent. How we on a vacation and the night before you just talking about marriage and kids and how we gonna do this and how we gonna do that and on this and this and that. And you want this with me, but your phone on silent. Second red flag.
Your phone's on silent. Okay, check this out. This is what I'm thinking. I go to sleep at a certain time. Like if I have to work, I work 5 a.m. Typically, my phone is on sleep mode by 11. It could just be that, I don't know what field of work he's in. He has money, so. But he may just be one of those guys that doesn't allow personal calls or anything past a certain hour. It could just be that. You came out here with trust issues. That's your problem. That's probably why you're in this predicament you're in, shorty, but I'll let you continue telling your story.
Okay, boom. I knock on the door. Immediately, I can see in his eyes, this is a switch. Like, this is not Omar. I don't know who this is, but I could just tell, I have discernment, this is not the man that he was trying to portray to me. So, boom. I walk past him through the door, and I'm like, what are you acting like that for? I'm like, hey, babe, give me the room key so I can go downstairs. I want to call my mom and my friends. He was like, you're not going downstairs to call your mom and your friends. In fact, you're going to get back in this bed. You're going to go to bed. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Then this boy proceeds to call me. He was like, you are so dumb and slow. You lack common sense. And one thing we ain't going to do is insult my intelligence, because you know what? I have 2 dual degrees. I have a dual degree at Clark, Atlanta. I am top dog at everything that I do. Okay? I'm an Aries. I don't play. One thing we would never do is say Mariah Melrose is slow, dumb, nothing. Yeah.
My bad to cut you off, Beast Mode. If you don't mind, socks hat. I see you, bro. Let me take it from here real quick before you say what you say. She's not dumb, but you let a nigga finesse you out of going to work and you stranded in Singapore. I'm just saying, and it's not to insult. It's not to insult her intelligence. I'm joking around, obviously, but this is the thing that women like her don't realize. Like, okay, you're attractive, which arguably could be because of the makeup, but you can't put yourself in these situations. That's all I'm trying to say. You have to be smarter. If you're going to go see a guy, fine, let him pay for it. Cool. But make sure that you're good. You're not on a beach making a video in the dark with your phone light or iPad light or whatever the hell you're using and telling us why you're stuck and sounding like you need a MIA rescue mission. You know what I mean? Because if you were smart, you wouldn't be in this situation. That's all I'm saying. If I'm tripping, y'all let me know in the comments. Ladies, would y'all be in this situation? You're going to let a man fly you out with no... And then you flexing your degrees and everything. That's why this is laughable. But anyway, my bad. I'm drawing this out. Beast mode, please.
Yeah, so we already know what type of chick he's dealing with, right? She's talking about how she only does iconic stuff, her degrees and her diplomas, right? She's strong and independent. Yeah, we already know. We'll continue here. I'm pretty sure there's more to the story, but you know, I'm not buying that he just switched with no sort of reasoning. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's more to the story, but let's find out.
So I go off on him. I'm like, you're pathetic. I can't really clock it, but I think you might have mental issues and they're just now coming out on the trip. And I'm realizing you might have grown mental issues over the course of time that we have not been speaking. It's given pathetic. I'm going to go call my mom. I'm not sure if you think I'm going to go call a man or what is going on, but I'm going downstairs. I'm going to make a phone call. He's like, if you go out this room, you will not make it back in this room. So I'm like, yes, I will. No, I wasn't. I get outside, call my mom or whatever. They like, yeah, if you think he might have mental issues, you think he might be mentally ill, go upstairs, pack your bag, move your flight, and come home. I'm like, okay, cool. I go upstairs. This boy double bolted the doors. I go get concierge. They come upstairs. They like, yeah, man, we can't let you in this room because he double bolted the doors.
It's a nice hotel.
He have double locked the key.
So they put me in a conference room because I have on lingerie and a robe. Because mind you, we were just in love the night before. So I'm in a conference room. I'm weeping and sobbing because I'm just trying to figure out what would make him think that I deserve this. Nothing that occurred in the past 2-3 days amounts to this.
Nah, I want to know about those mishaps because, I mean, what it sounds like, this guy has money, right? And I don't even want to say she's from Atlanta, but her mentality is, hey, I'm a bad bitch. You're going to let me do what I want to do. If I say I'm going to make a call, I don't care if you find that disrespectful. I don't want to get back into bed. I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do. And then if you threaten to lock me out, guess what? I'm going to get back in that room and you're not going to lock the door. And it flipped on her. So it just sounds like she's dealing with a guy that, and I'll give her some credit because, again, we don't bash women on this channel, but it do sound like bro was playing a game. He probably just saw what type of chick she was and he wined and dined her, showed her a good time, and he done with her. And it's like, hey, fall in line, or, you know what I mean? If you can show me you're submissive, okay, we could play. But if not, I'm gonna make your last few days here hell. And, you know, that's unfortunate. If I was in that position, I wouldn't have did it like that. I don't even know what happened. But, bro, if that is true, you need to get that looked at. You should never, if you got the power to date women on that level, fly them out and have fun with them, have a good time, you don't have to do the weirdo shit, like all that kicking them out and doing extra shit. Let's say disrespect you, cool. But purposely putting them in a position to assert your dominance is whack as fuck. That you should have let this chick call her peoples. And if she would have called the nigga, you would have found out. And that'd be the end of the trips. It sounds like she was on her way out anyway. Like you was about to send her back on her way and then go about doing what she was doing.
So my heart stops because the lady comes around the corner and she goes, I hate to break it to you, ma'am, but I just tried to talk to him and he said he does not know you and proceeded to throw all your stuff out in the hallway. My expensive camera equipment, my Sony V1, my G7X that I just got as a gift from another guy I'm dating.
Thank you. There it is. There it is. And listen, right? Some people are cool with women dating multiple guys and some aren't. And I could tell you right now, ladies, hear me and hear me clearly. 9 times out of 10, okay, you might have that one guy, but 9 times out of 10, if a dude is spending money on you or dating you in any capacity, he's not going to be okay with you dating or entertaining other men. You went on a trip with a gift from another dude. Like, it cool. That's your prerogative. And dating doesn't necessarily mean you having sex, but just some guys are territorial like that. And he sound like he's territorial like that. And I'm still trying to understand what this, she said she grabbed the wrong room key. So do you have a room or what's going on with that? Hopefully she circles back on that. But this ain't looking good. This ain't looking good. He probably knew or saw something and he was like, all right, I'm gonna knock this cat out the park. She don't know what I know, but I'm gonna play her since she trying to play me. And you got to think about it this way, ladies. Imagine a dude spending money on you and he finds out that you talking to somebody. Like, you didn't tell him, but he found out. You know what I mean? Communication is best so that things can be explained to lessen the heat, if you will.
What?
All my new clothes, everything, my passport.
Whoa, let's not gloss over that.
Right.
Another guy that you're dating? Like what?
That boy was withholding my passport, y'all. So I'm weeping and sobbing in the conference room because I can't even believe that this is happening to me. I'm so distraught that the lady helps me proceed to pack my bag. She helps me book a new hotel with their sister hotel, calls me a cab. My thing is, I'm a good person, so I know that I will bounce back from this because good things always happen to me due to the fact of me being a good person. I would never do nobody like this. Yeah, I am gonna let God handle it, but when I tell you God don't play about me.
You notice every time shit gets real, God gets thrown into the conversation like God has something to do with it. Have your faith, for sure. But I'm just saying, if you were dating other men and you didn't disclose that with him, this could be the outcome. It doesn't necessarily make you a bad person, but it makes you dishonest in his eyes. And I'm pretty sure you would want to know if he's dating multiple women. Nah, because for real, like, a lot of women, think about it. They're not going to like you flying out other women. They want to feel special. All right, well, if you flying out her, then you fly out me, then what makes me special? Why not you be with her? And they don't understand. It's like, dog, it's because I want you and her.
Over me wanting to call my mom. All because I wanted to call my mom? Because you think that I'm about to throw dirt on your name or talk ill about you or have a conversation that is not around you? Because I've been having all my conversations with my family and friends around him. So I'm thinking that he thinks that I'm about to talk about him or I'm about to call a man. Regardless, leaving me like this, I'm in Singapore. It took me 24-hour flight to get here, away from my friends and family. You would desert me in Singapore? So I get to the new hotel. I look at my itinerary. That man canceled my flight. And the reason why I let Omar book my flight is because I don't never, ever, 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 ever let a man book my flight. I always get the money first. But I had to I'm an accountability queen. I could take accountability. But the reason why I let him book my flight is because you sent me $3,500, which showed me that you cared, that I cared that I was missing work. My flight was $3K. So you damn near spent $7K for me to get here. In 2022, we were at odds. You let me borrow your car. I wasn't on your insurance or anything. I could have ran your car into the river. I didn't do none of that. You trusted me that I had your car for weeks when I got into a car accident before I got my car.
Yeah, and that's why I question that he did all this, right? You know, gave you his car, spent over $7,000 plus, according to her. And for him to just flip and say that he doesn't know you and to kick you out the hotel and to cancel your flight, there has to be more to this story. right? She's talking about how he didn't want her to talk to her mom or her friends. I'm not buying that, right? I'm pretty sure it was due to the fact that he probably found out some information, right? Yeah, she mentioned in this video, she has other dudes in rotation, and he's shelling out all this money, and it seems like, you know, you're exploring other options.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. That nigga woke up before she did. That phone went off, and she didn't tell us how her phone was on silent, but he just so happened to glance and see that phone light up and saw a name on there, saw Daquan. Daquan from Aruba. No, excuse me. Daquan from, she said Atlanta? Daquan from Zone 6. Yeah, Daquan from Zone 6. That's what he saw. Or he saw, he saw something, and it's something she's not telling us. I don't think she's telling the full story neither.
Car for weeks when I got into a car accident before I got my dream car. But anyway, it's the fact that you had shown me so much trust that you care about my well-being that I would never think that you would do this to me.
Ladies, she took that as trust. You got to realize y'all keep wanting high value, or as Kendra G tries to flip it and say high potential, high earning, whatever the hell she talking about. Men with money, 3,500 is chump change. That's nothing. He could shit that out and won't miss it. That doesn't necessarily mean he cares for your well-being. That means y'all keep saying men are hunters, right? That means he's playing the game. He put the worm on the fishing line, he threw it out there, and you bit that shit. He reeled your ass in. You just say he spent damn near $7K because he gave you an extra 35, which you're not stuck because you need to take that 35 and book your flight back. But I think you're trying to hold on to that, and you're going to call the other guy, Daquan from Zone 6, and have him book you back, but he probably ain't got it, which is why you out there with the rich nigga. This is crazy. But y'all can't put y'all trust in guys like that thinking, okay, he spent $7,000 on me. He cares and trusts about me. And it may be the case, but all in all, I'm saying that's just game. He shitted it out to get it you out there, knock your baby hairs off, your tracks out. Now he done with you next. You lost. You played the game, you lost.
The one who brought me here because you said that you want to show me that you're the man for me. You want to date me. You want to make it up to me. You want to see where things go. You talking to me about kids and family, and you would leave me stranded in another foreign country. And I promise y'all, like I have never been more brokenhearted than I am right now. Like,
and here's another thing. How are you stranded? Right? You're strong and independent. Right? You got a whole bunch of degrees, you know, you're making money. He gave you $3,500 according to her. So you couldn't book another flight?
I think this is the worst a man has ever done me. And I think what really, really, really like sends me over the edge, he told me some of his deepest, darkest secrets. He basically told me that when he was 9, he lived in West Africa, and that his parents smuggled him into the United States, and they paid somebody to steal an American person's name, so he has an American person's identity, their social and everything. He's not a real citizen, so he's been living under a fake name. His real name is Omar Ba, but he's under Omar Ba Diallo. So you are basically smuggled into the US. So you know what it feels like to be abandoned by your parents. You know what it feels like to go through what you're going through. You know what it feels like to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what it feels like to be in a foreign country and you not have nothing or whatever. So the fact that you would leave me stranded on foreign land, my heart is so broken. Like, I can't even believe this is happening to me right now. I have been by myself on this trip ever since. Thank God I called my ex-boyfriend and he booked me another flight home. Thank God I called another guy that I was...
What I tell? Oh, and she was about to say called another guy. So she called her ex-boyfriend. She says she called another guy. Oh, I cut it off too soon. Ladies, fellas, this is probably why she's on the beach making this video. Cause you stop saying you stranded. You're not stranded, dog. And like Smooth said, you got your degrees, you make good money. You ain't stranded. You better put that shit on a credit card. Oh, it's probably maxed out. Now I'm talking shit. But anyway, I'm just talking shit. I'm being funny. No, all jokes aside, you're not stranded. Stop doing this because now you're painting this guy. You keep putting his name out there. and you're painting him in the negative because you lost. That's all this is. He beat you to the punch. You lost. He played you before you could play him. It happens. It sucks, but it happens. I want to hear about this ex-boyfriend situation and then another guy. Let's see.
Dating, and he paid for my room for the rest of the week. But thank God I am loved back where I am at, because the fact that Omar would do this to me, knowing that he's all I have in Singapore, literally, like, you all I have.
Clearly, that's not all you have, because your ex-boyfriend booked your flight. The other guy you're dating, unless it's the other guy, but the other guy you're dating booked your room. She got hoes. Okay, answer this in the comments, right? How is she able to get an ex-boyfriend to book her a $3,000 flight that she's not fucking? Because not everybody's me. I'm cool like that. I would do that. I would help a friend out. I would help an ex out, as long as you ain't seeing nobody on that level. But clearly she is. But how, in the other guy, how did you get someone to book? I don't even know how many days she didn't disclose, but how you get another guy you're dating to book your room for X amount of days? And I'm pretty sure it's a fairly priced place if you're not fucking them. You see, as they always say, if you let a girl talk long enough, she'll tell on herself. All the secrets is coming out. This is probably what bro saw, and this is why you're fake stranded, which you're not, because you got backup. You got backup peen helping you out, because you probably said, well, I appreciate you. Wow, you know, when I get back, I got something good for you. So now when you get back, you got to give up that mouth or give up that butt. It's only fair. You know what I mean? It's only fair. You got to break them off for helping you get back home. And not now, when they see this video, I don't know how they're going to take it and feel, but I wonder what she told them. If she told them the situation, I wonder if she was like, "Oh, I went out here with one of my girls and we all got broke. We got robbed, and I don't have any money. Can you help me out?" I bet you she told. Yo, if this video goes viral and you're the guy that booked the trip or you're the guy that booked the flight, please make a video so I could comment on it. And because I want to see how this ends, bro. I want to see the reaction from the other two guys. This is crazy.
I'm not a loser, and I'm still living my life on this trip, but it's just really hard for me to live, because in the back of my mind,
You living your life on this trip off of two other men's dimes. Continue.
Just still struggling with the fact that this guy really deserted me in this foreign country. I am 24-hour flight-wise away from home, and I just need to put this story out here just in case I don't make it back to the U.S.
There you have it. Let me know what you guys think about this one. There's a lot to unpack here, especially towards the ending. She's talking about how she's relying on a whole bunch of dudes. She's calling her ex. She's calling this dude she's talking to, that dude she's talking to, right? Clearly, she has a whole roster of dudes that she has in rotation, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if the dude that she was on vacation with probably found out what was going on and he reacted accordingly, right? She's trying to make it seem like, oh, he didn't want to, or he didn't want me to call my folks back home. And I highly doubt that's the reason, right? Logically, it just doesn't make any sense. And here she is making a TikTok video airing out his dirty laundry, his full government name, talking about how he's illegal in the country, right? She knows what she's doing, right? Especially with ICE and all that. I'm just saying, right? It's just crazy how some of these chicks, you know, get on social media and use TikTok as a digital diary. I'm just saying. But let me know what you guys.
I think I'm gonna cut the video right here. Something that's been troubling me is the sand on her arms, because if you think about it, both her arms are covered in sand and she's sitting up. I'm wondering if she was taking pictures or something. If she might even be there with another guy right now. I ain't no telling. But yeah, guys, y'all let me know what y'all think in the video. And make sure y'all go ahead and follow Beast Mode Smooth, because bro is at 199K subscribers. Get him to 2K, man. That's an amazing milestone that I hope to achieve one day. Just, you know, spreading the love like I usually do. That being said, till next time, it's your guy, Hugh Steph. Stay tuned for the next video. Peace.